I use American and Chinese as upper race. The rest are lower race. Our point of view, we have 30% of the lower race population and they got higher position than upper race. We cannot work for them. We also cannot give them friendly customer services. The upper class of the upper races cannot give prettiness to them. Minimum pay of the upper races cannot work friendly with them. They took advantages on us by using the customer services and store-friendly and courtesy policy to enter our community. They use the store manager position to want us to work for them. We teach our own poor upper race people to get a manager position. We can tell them to get a college degree and not to work for lower race. For customer service position, if we are not friendly with the lower races, Indian and African, at work, they use law and store-friendly policy to complain. We got a rude complaint and we got fired. From our point of view, friendly is too cheap for them. Lower races are allowed in the US. We cannot do it anymore. No offense. We got paid, but we cheap for them. We know that it is Chinese culture and point of view to see employees as slack if they are so friendly to customer. It is not American culture. We need to be selfish for ourselves. We all know that if upper race did not talk to them, we discriminate to them. We got a complaint and we got fired. We cannot even do formal touchless, stay away from the lower races and go to the next aisle, not standing side by side when we are working our own job. Because if we do like this one, the customer has an inferiority and they complain. Lower races, especially Indian and African, they need to accept that like different classes and different races exist. Cannot force someone to see, treat, or talk to them at the same level. Accept that like they cannot work for you if they declare and turn down the position that you manage. For example, like if you are manager, they say like they can't work for you, you need to accept that one. They cannot give you the customer service by not taking the position. If you are a customer and then like the employee, they say like, oh, I can work for you, then you need to accept that one. I can give you customer service. And also, they cannot work friendly with you when they said as a co-worker. We have discrimination law. They say like, oh, you need to be friendly with me. And then like, for upper race, they say like, oh, we cannot give you the friendly. That just accept that one. If you want to use the discrimination law, you can complain. If you complain, they will get fired. That's it. Do you expect them like to give you like friendly to them, to you? You can try. Unless they did not give you the formal communication with you, you can complain. We will use the formal communication instead of the friendly and courtesy communication. Talk to the customer if the store allow us to use the formal way instead of like friendly. If I'm wrong, please ask lower race to give the customer services to lower races. I'm saving all the employee to escape from slap and stripper by having the customer service employee in lower position for the store. If we have the two positions at the store, not all employees need to give the customer services. All the employees except the two position employee will escape from slap, stripper, or prostitute life. Because those two position employees, we should hire the lower races, especially Indian and African. Because they told us that they are really good at customer services. So we also need to hire them for customer services. But we also need to train them to be a good customer service too. We should give the cashier position to the Indian and African because they love to talk to the customer. We should not see that like they look like a stripper like when they are doing the cashier. You can use a discrimination law and equally treat it when they yell at you and fight you back at work. Do not ask our pettiness that the upper class of the upper races are very classy and you're gonna get into that group and you feel inferiority. Do not use your inferiority and feeling to show our old folks life for American folks or Chinese folk to let you. They won't let you into our community because of your inferiority. If you want to use the law to get our friendship or politeness, at the store level? Is that because of our paycheck? You are using really low life way. Please be shameful to yourself. Those days are over and we cannot live with the lower races like friendly or as a friend for using store policy, discrimination, equally treated. Billionaire and millionaire, they send a humanitarian employee to the lower risk country because they have money and they give the money to the employee. So all those employees need to go to the other country to give the humanitarian stuff. Those employees will go to the other country and they will fall in love with the lower races. It is more dangerous, like for giving away product and supplies. Because of the humanitarian things, we not only donate all the product and things, we also donate like kind of like all those employees go to the lower risk country. We also like it looked like we also donate all those employees to the lower races because they were going out for the day, one night sleeping and getting married. So like even like billionaire and millionaire are very rich, they give them money, but poor people took money and got a paycheck, but they need to marry to the lower races. Lower races in the US took that if the upper races did not treat them the same level, upper races discriminate to them. 30% of the immigrants in the US, if we give the human right to them, to treat them friendly and at the same level, half of the Americans need to marry to them, or maybe were married to them. They will not see any our genes are genocide because they thought we should treat them the same level and marry to them. I cannot stand that one. I want to point out that honoring Dr. Martin Luther Jr. King, it is part of the Representative Peter Maya job to give that speech. But he needed to know that like how much Martin Luther Jr. King fought for civil rights using non-violence and disobedience. His African people are taking advantages on us right now, using like discrimination law, equally treated at work. A lot of people got fired. So the situation only Congress and White House need to help us to solve the problem. Please help our upper race American and Chinese not to get fired and genocide because lower races are taking advantages on us by using discrimination law and equally treated. I cannot even take advantages on Representative Peter Maya Facebook to brainwash American and Chinese for justice. I can even use the Representative Peter Maya quote, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We can say that to all lower races that we look down on them. Do not force us to be friendly with lower races using our paycheck law and store policy.